Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, WWE makes major changes to Royal Rumble 2023 plans.
Speaking of major changes, they were made to this week's AEW Dynamite as well.
If you're wondering why Kenny Omega wasn't at Dynamite this week, we've got the answer.
And backstage notes on how WWE perceives the flippin' Fiend. I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Andy Murray.
But Bray Wyatt, but you get on point. Yeah. This is the news.
Before we kick things off, thank you to our very good friend Mark Lee Willis
Legend.
for providing today's wonderful piece of artwork. This is multi-layered. It is, of course, the Flat Effin' Fiend opening a nightclub. He's got Howdy, he's got the Gator Bogs in the top right. Welcome to the Fiendish establishment. And if you look very closely, I don't know if you can you get that stupid belt out of the way?
Get out of the way.
There you go. It's a WhatCulture logo with an alligator in the middle.
Also, it's always about little things you discover on this. I've been looking at it for ages and going, hey, Club Croc, etc., etc. I've only just noticed Save and Rave on his hands.
Also, there's a can of Pitch Black Mountain Dew.
Can't wait to taste that.
At the bottom, Mountain Dew Pitch Black, shout outs. All right, thanks, Mark. It's really awesome.
Cheers,
as
Mark.
always. Let's kick off by doing some actual news.
Oh, yeah.
Royal Rumble plans change, but revolving around the Women's Championship situation.
Yeah.
This is a report here from Fightful Select, noting that, do you remember Ronda Rousey? She wrestled Raquel
Yes.
Rodriguez, and then she lost the belt to Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, it was weird.
Fightful's learned that match, Raquel versus Ronda, was actually originally set to go down like almost a month later at the Royal Rumble. But WWE ended up bringing it forward and then booking Charlotte Flair's comeback into the same show.
Okay.
On that episode of
Yeah.
SmackDown, Charlotte, of course, defeated Ronda and took the SmackDown Women's title after she had beaten Raquel. But this had a bit of a knock-on effect, actually, and it resulted in a number of other women's programs needing to be reconfigured and changed a little bit as well. They note that originally Charlotte Flair had been listed as a tentative Raw Women's title challenger for Bianca Belair.
Would be a great match, but no thank you.
Yeah, I'd rather Bianca just went over. And additionally, Raw's Rhea Ripley was once booked to face Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's title, but that has seemingly been moved into a non-existence as well. Rousey, who's been off television since losing to Flair, had been presented with several creative options, but none of them panned out. So there you go. The Rumble title match is, of course, the only women's title match on the show. There's only 3 matches on the show, so that's not a big thing. Is Bianca defending against Alexa Bliss?
I very quickly, because we've got a lot to get through today.
Oh yeah, we do.
I don't mind the changes that they've made. I'm very happy, hopefully long term, that we get something like Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. Still don't really know what we're going to do with the SmackDown Women's Championship picture. Out of all this, I just feel sorry for Raquel Rodriguez. A, because she missed out on a match on a premium live event, and B, because she had a really good match with Ronda Rousey, one of the best since she became champion, and it's all kind of been forgotten. Yeah, because Charlotte Flair came in and won the title. But if WWE are watching this, please don't add any more matches to the premium live event. It is perfect right now.
Start off a Rumble, normal match, pitch black match, normal match, another Rumble.
Sorry, the other normal match there, the one with spooky Alexa Bliss in, just to clarify.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Weird match, normal match.
Yes,
pitch black.
there you go.
And then do a Rumble if you fancy. Everyone will be like, do we need a main event now after the pitch black Mountain Dew match? Let's be honest. And speaking of the Rumble, make sure you join myself and Phil Chambers tomorrow night, or I suppose the early hours of Sunday morning if you're here in the UK, for our live stream reactions with prizes.
Special prizes. We're bringing the boss battle back as well. Get involved. It's going to be a good time. We're reconfiguring the way we do these.
It is, I think, my favourite stream we do all year, that, because it's just bloody bonkers, and I've bought the jelly, if you're wondering.
I actually live upstairs now, so I might pop down, stick my head in, see how it goes. But yes, prizes. You want prizes? Prizes are cool.
Exactly.
Check them out.
I'm so excited for this Saturday night, so do join us for that.
By the way, the prizes aren't just crap magazines and stuff.
No.
Like WWE magazines that have been lying around here for 4 years. We've got some good stuff.
Yeah, there's some good stuff, trust me. Right, let's talk about this week's Dynamite. Obviously, a fantastic tribute to the late, great Jay Briscoe. For Fightful Select, again, coming through with a report on this, talking about how much things had to be changed. We'd heard all the reports, obviously, throughout the week, Andy, that Tony Khan tried incredibly hard, and credit to him. However you feel about AEW or Tony Khan, I think it was a fantastic, hard-working, great gesture that he was like, no, WBD? WBD. I get that. I get them confused. Because I'm getting them confused with Big Show's Weapon of Mass Destruction. Anyway, quite rightly, he said, no, bollocks, we're having Mark Briscoe on the show wrestling Jay Lethal. Anyway, when that went through, they suddenly went, oh, right, how are we going to structure this show? Because they already advertised loads of stuff. Originally, the plan was to have the TNT Championship between Darby Allin and Buddy Matthews headline the show. Then, obviously, that got changed. Things lost time. A lot of people backstage were very impressed that AEW, that's the company.
Buddy and Darby lost time.
Yes.
You say we don't know about other stuff.
But the way that they were able to reschedule things and give the main event the appropriate amount of time and the after, post-match, all those lovely moments tinged, obviously, with everything of Mark talking down the camera lens with Jay in the ring and then going up to the ramp and the whole roster there. It was all very last minute, including the fact that Ian Riccaboni was booked for Dynamite on Wednesday. Dynamite, of course, that goes down on Wednesday. He flew in just hours before it started, as also did, you may have spotted him, Dalton Castle, former Ring of Honor champion, who was sitting in the front row. And internally, people very happy with how the episode went, and so they should be, Andy.
Yeah, wrestling TV shows suffer from timing issues every single week. It's extremely impressive that they were able to add this whole thing, about 20 minutes of fresh, original stuff that wasn't going to be there until Warner Brothers Discovery changed their mind and Tony went to bat for Jay and Mark and the family and everything. It's really an achievement of organisation, and I'm glad that humanity prevailed in allowing this stuff to air and the stupid political nonsense. Mark, again, say it 100 times, Mark never did anything wrong in any of this. That man is so strong and so courageous, and Dynamite was really classy.
Can you watch the Celebration of Life now?
Yes, the Celebration of Life is on Ring of Honor's YouTube channel.
Go and watch it, because I've seen bits of it. I'm going to watch it all tonight, but the bit I've already seen, I think it's from the Celebration of Life. There's the amazing... be ready, by the way, because I've seen some of the messages down the camera lens that people have cut, and... I was not prepared for that, I'll be honest, last night, Andy. What's this? Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, and Eddie Kingston. But was the Eddie Kingston QT Marshall match from the Celebration?
That's on there as well, yeah. So, check that out. A lot
of fun, that.
For sure. Yeah. I've not watched it yet. Full disclosure, I couldn't watch it yesterday. No. Just need a couple of days to process everything. But I'm going to watch it this weekend. I've seen the Samoa Joe clip. I've seen the Eddie clip. Yeah. Anyway, we got some exciting news to share.
Yes!
We do. Pro Wrestling TV, WhatCulture, in partnership. You can find us on there from Monday. Pro Wrestling TV, you can find their app wherever you get your apps from. Basically, that's one of two places, isn't it? Really?
Yes.
App Store on Apple or
I don't know,
Google Play Store.
Yeah, that one.
On here. But yeah, we're on Pro Wrestling TV. We're
yes!
on there. They're on the web as well. Check them out. Very excited to start working with them. You'll be able to catch all of our stuff on there as well.
Does this mean my parents will finally be proud of me?
I think there's a long way to go before that's
Mom, Dad, I'm on TV!
For either of us.
Oh.
Yeah. But yes, looking forward to working with them. Can't wait. And
yes.
Another way to check out everything we do. We'll be on there as of Monday. Pro Wrestling TV, app, web. Check it out.
Just calls us Mr. and Mr. worldwide. That's right, Pitbull. I'm taking your catchphrase.
Okay.
Next I'm going to start saying Gale and Ayo!
You can't just start a beef with Pitbull on this.
I would never. The greatest musician ever. Oh, who's better, Andy? Answer me this question. Okay, Pitbull or the Beatles?
Who's got more riffs? Exactly.
Who's got the Undertaker on stage?
Let's rip through these last couple of ones.
Yeah.
Because we've got a lot of stuff to do after the news is done.
Yeah, get out of the way.
Kenny Omega, why wasn't he on Dynamite this week? Visa issues, mate.
His bloody credit card wasn't working.
Yeah, bloody hell. This is
not that reason, obviously.
This is according to Fightful Select. He wanted to be on the show. I mean, the reasons for that you can probably figure out. It was the Jay Briscoe tribute, all of that stuff. This isn't part of the report, by the way. That's just what I think. He wasn't on the show. He hasn't been on the show since the 11th of January. It was reported prior to the 11th of January that the Escalera de la Muerte match almost didn't happen due to visa issues. There's no word on whether or not those were Kenny Omega's visa issues. There's no word on whether or not those two things were tied together, but those are two reports that exist. This new one here from Fightful just says that Kenny wanted to be there but is battling visa issues. Kenny is a Canadian with Japanese citizenship.
Of course.
At least that was true as of 2019. So he probably requires some kind of working visa to be in the US. Hope it's resolved.
Yeah, exactly. Want to see him back on TV as soon as possible. And I saw a photo of him yesterday, and I don't know if it was new. It looked new. I think he was talking about trading cards or computer games or something, and his drip, Andy Murray, coming from someone like me, let's not forget.
Look at this.
Got dressed in the dark this morning. He looked amazing. Yeah, I just want to see him back wrestling on TV, to be honest. So yeah, hopefully you sort your MasterCard problems soon, eh?
Right.
Yeah,
Come on.
anyway.
Come on.
Who do you think the biggest babyface on SmackDown is, Andy Murray?
Charlotte Flair.
Close. They're trying anyway.
No.
It's Bray Wyatt. This, according to Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio, he's perceived backstage as the biggest babyface on the blue brand. Interesting, though, Meltzer noting that despite the fact that Wyatt hasn't worked with, obviously, the number one guy, Roman Reigns, right now, no word on anything actually happening either in the future. Meltzer also mentioned how the Bloodline leader feels that those who work with Bray Wyatt end up looking, quote, a lot worse than going in. So, yeah, I wouldn't expect the flipping Fiend to be the one to take all the belts off Roman at WrestleMania. I genuinely think there's a valid point, obviously, that Roman makes there.
And it's 100% valid.
Depending on what happens on Saturday, LA Knight may have broken the curse.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, the thing about Bray Wyatt, he inspires a lot of... Like, I've said this so many times, you don't just like Bray Wyatt, you love Bray Wyatt. You're really devoted to him. Like, there's no people who just think he's okay. You either love him or it's just not your thing. He doesn't work with a lot of people who come out of those feuds looking good. It's a very, very short list of wrestlers who've emerged from a Bray Wyatt feud stronger than when they went in. So, if LA Knight can buck that trend, that's a triumph on his behalf, that's a triumph on the Booker's behalf, that's a triumph on Bray's behalf.
Yeah.
I obviously hope that happens because I want everything I watch to be good. Actually, believe it or not, when we sit down and watch a wrestling show, we want all of it to be good.
Yeah.
Amazing. What a revelation.
We could do an interesting experiment. I don't want to because I don't like people being nasty to me on the internet. Oh. But if you tweeted Bray Wyatt sucks and I tweeted Mercedes Moné sucks and we just saw what happened.
The internet would take us down, brother.
That'd be it.
The internet would take us down. That's like, who's got... Is there like a more fired up, like passionate group like than Bray Wyatt fans, like super Bray Wyatt fans? I don't like the word stan, or Mercedes super fans.
I don't think so. I think if you tweeted AEW sucks, you'd get less of a backlash.
Yeah, I think so.
Than if you said Money wasn't very good, or
I heard Entrance seems a absolute banger.
What's it called? An earworm? Is that a thing?
Earworm. There you go.
Yeah.
Eelworm. Hey, there you go. Right. Should we do some questions?
Yes. Before we do that, though, we meant to ask a question yesterday, and please do send us more, Travis, because we already got the wacky question. So, and I forgot to read it yesterday. Obviously, it felt inappropriate to do questions on yesterday's news anyway. But belatedly, happy 33rd birthday to Travis Zachary. Regularly sends us questions, and hope you had a lovely day. And yeah, sorry for being a bit late on the old birthday wishes thing.
Yeah, yesterday was, we didn't want to do any questions and stuff yesterday, but happy birthday, my friend. You are younger than me, which means I hate you. Only joking. Thank you so much.
Your driftwood, something no use. Drifting into, that's Travis.
That's another band with more riffs than the Beatles.
Better than the Beatles.
In the comment section, let us know what other bands have more riffs than the Beatles. Backstreet Boys, one of them.
I was singing Steps when I came into work today.
You were.
Deeper Shade of Blue, banger.
Shouts to H.
Yeah.
Us H's have got to stick together, man. Right, today, right, we usually only do 3 questions and we do them wacky style.
Go on.
I took 5. Because, like, look, we've had a lot of heavier subject matter to talk about this week. Let's just be stupid. So the first one comes from Daft Joe. Shouts to Joe, great legend.
Yes.
Met him in Cardiff.
Oh.
Lovely human being.
Sorry I wasn't there.
Howdy, fellas. And he's given us instructions.
Howdy.
We can either answer this seriously or dumb.
I'm going to go dumb.
It's Friday, brother.
I'm going to jump the gun and say dumb.
I'm attending the Rumble this weekend. Jealous. And I'm looking forward to the surprise entrance. What would your top 3 surprise entrance be for the men's and women's Rumbles, respectively? Right, should we just bounce back and forth?
I mean, you can see my other selections. I'll pick different ones now.
All right.
But me and Phil on our Royal Rumble predictions video, which is available, I think, right now.
Brother, we have plugged like 6 things on this video. It's awesome.
You've got your Friday sorted. Don't go to work.
Hell yeah.
You can go and watch that now, and me and Phil pick some surprise entrants and our winners of all the matches. So I will start with the Hurricane.
Yes. All right. That's a serious
Backstage.
one.
That's an actual one that could happen.
That's a serious one. All right, I'm going to have to go for a dumb one now, aren't I? Tugboat. Why not? I love Tugger. Bring him home.
I've been winding the boys up recently. It's technically feasible, but I don't think it necessarily worked this year. I've been winding the boys up recently by dropping Gillian Hall's theme.
All right.
You know you want me. All right. I love it.
You go for Jilly. All right, so we got 1 in the women's match and 2 in the men's. Let's rebalance that. I'll go for 1 in the women's match. I'm not like most holes. There you go. Nia Jax.
I think that's
and her hole.
If I had to place a bet, there's only like 7 women declared.
I think that's
right
like money in the
number
bank, brother.
30. Number 30. Hate out the ass. And
Nia Jax.
my hole.
There you go. One man, one woman to go. Who are we going for?
This is more in hope than expectation, and not even gimmick. This is another one. This is one of my picks from the video. Billy by the bloody K, please.
Oh,
I'd be so bloody happy.
that'd be nice, wouldn't
Comes
it?
out with their seed.
Be nice.
Oh, obviously, it can't be both of them.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it can be according to the internet. She gave birth 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, she'll be good to go. No worries. These people are athletes. Oh, wow. So I need to end this on a stupid one.
Oh, you need a shock, a big shock.
Big shock for the men's rumble.
A big shock, a master of shocks, possibly.
We've already got Uncle Fred, brother.
Yeah, exactly. The 2 faces of Fred.
All right, cool. We're going for the 3 faces of Fred because, as well as the Shockmaster, Typhoon.
Oh my God!
There you go. That's it. That's it. We gave you 7 there.
There you go, Trips. There you go, Papa H. We're giving you all the options.
It's Booking 101, Papa H. Right, so I've got a bunch of these questions from our YouTube community as well. So
cheers,
we're
guys.
going to start with one from Millie Rock, who asks, "Hey, Adam Nandy, would you rather see a TED Talk by Ryback or a comedy show by the Great Khali? Hope you have a lovely day."
Question: does Ryback's TED Talk end in him clotheslining a woman into a pool?
Yes.
That one then.
Okay.
As much as I love Carly, and I think he would really do. He'd be good at observational stuff. What's the deal with that food?
I love
It sounds like that.
Have you ever watched the video of Luke Gallows talking about like hanging out with the Great Khali when they were in developmental, or when he was in
I
developmental?
think so.
If not,
It's worth a watch.
It's really good. It's really good.
I genuinely thought it was funny. If this is very much like playing to Vince's. When there was a thing where it was like the joke basically was the Great Khali's in a really small car and Hornswoggle's in a big car.
Yeah, there you go. It's like
Funny to me. That's my sense of humour. Apparently,
the Simpsons bit.
he just goes, he just goes and like nearly rips the steering wheel. Like, comic timing.
He claws the roof or something. I don't know. But the answer is obviously, I think, a TED Talk by Ryback because he's an intelligent, stable genius.
Yeah.
So there you
and
go.
He'd probably give out free crisps.
Fan of the channel as well.
Well, that's one way of putting it.
Big fan of the channel. He certainly was. He was our first use commenter for a while. Hungriest as well. So there you go. Don't worry, people. It's not nice. The Ludacris asks.
Ludicrous.
Since we're about to have a Mountain Dew Pitch Black match,
God, finally.
What sponsored gimmick match would you like to see in WWE next? I vote for the Pizza Hut Stuffed Crust Battle Royal. Feeding people Pizza Hut is evil. Where you get enough participants to start in the ring to the point that they are completely stuffed and can't move.
I was going to say, because they had some sort of themed match with pizza a while back. I remember the Street Profits being like Montez Ford could sell anything. He just went, pizza!
Slice.
Look, I love jelly.
Yep.
So a match in like it'd be. I think I don't want to say this lightly, but I think if wrestlers wrestled on jelly, not in jelly, we're not getting sexy with all this. I think I could take bumps. I'd take a superplex on
the
some jelly.
All right. Would you not just go straight through it, no matter how deep it is?
Depends how thick your jelly is, mate.
This is it. What's your consistency?
It's gonna be. It's gonna be like a waterbed, basically.
What if you made it with milk instead of water? What a terrible idea.
I think I'll have to take the rest of the day off after that.
My answer is Big Mac Mayhem.
Ooh.
You know how the Big Mac, the appeal is it's layer upon layer upon layer. You remember the triple cage match in WCW?
Yes.
It's like one of the worst stipulations of all time. We're bringing it back, baby. So you got the bun, you got the rabbit food, the vegetable stuff.
Pickles and
you got a burger, you got some sauce, you got like 7 layers to this cage. Each one you're fighting in the substance of the Big Mac. So the bottom is just a bunch of buns and you're kicking ass. The next one is somehow you're in a swamp of sauce.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Could
Someone
you
make that
paint
happen.
bin lids to look like pickles and then hit people with them?
Oh my goodness, that would be sensational stuff.
Right, we need to send some of these ideas over.
You know the chemicals that they put in McDonald's to make it so delicious?
Oh, yeah.
That whole arena would just be like salivating all night. It would be absolutely sensational.
But then I wouldn't want to go in there the next day when you leave it like downstairs in the kitchen, the leftovers, and you come in and you're like, I regret all my life's decisions.
It's a bit funky, isn't it? Yeah, McDonald's, glorious, leftover, I'm not so sure, brother. Second last question.
Oh, we got 2 more? Yeah, I forgot.
Jack Bateman. Right, we got loads of questions about how the Flatty could win the Royal Rumble.
Of course.
How'd you get him out of the ring?
It's him or top dollar for me.
So I went for a bit of a different flavour here. This is from Jack Bateman. How would you book the flatty so that he can be in the flipping judgment day? How you doing it?
I would like to see a crocodile wearing a bandana. And sunglasses. Sunglasses I've seen as well. People have done that before, and people have sent us videos where they've like, don't do this, by the way.
Yeah.
But when they've leant over like an enclosure and just hoid some Ray-Bans on somebody, he looks like the baddest mother effer in the planet.
Give him a bandana, call him Prison Mike.
I would like to see Dominic ex-condom riding, like, if Flatty's up fancies it.
To that music.
Don't just jump. Yeah. I'm in the flipping judgment. Shout out to Alter Bridge.
Yeah, no. My answer is that instead of whispering in Dominic Mysterio's ear, Rhea Ripley is whispering in the Flatty's ear.
Yes.
And the Flatty's like, yeah. There you go. That's what he does.
I do love this job because I'll refresh my Twitter sometimes and there'll be, people abusing me. There'll be people responding to my tweets, people talking about the wacky bollocks we've done on the news. And then just occasionally, like no one else in there like it. Yeah, just two policemen and an alligator there.
Yeah.
If someone was just like, what's this about? I was just like, it's going to take quite some time to explain.
You know how like your phones are really invasive marketing wise, and like you have the microphone and like the microphone hears stuff, and like when you're talking, sometimes you might be talking about a mattress, and then mattress adverts will appear on Facebook or whatever, right? My girlfriend legitimately said to me yesterday, over the past week or so, I have randomly started having alligator videos pushed to me on TikTok. So there you go. That's life in the Murray household.
Yes.
Just annoy her with alligator talk and stuff. Right, our final one of the day. It's also our and finally because Ryan King. Look at this thing on the screen, man. Ryan's drawn stuff for us before, but this takes the biscuit, right? We are Muppets, and there's also a flatty in the background, by the way.
It's unbelievable, this Ryan.
Unbelievable. Actually, let's recreate that a little bit because we haven't got the purple. He's got like a purpley back.
Okay. I think my face is
wrong.
No.
Where are we at? Where is it?
Where is the flipping judgment day?
That's a bit closer, actually, isn't it? Look at that, right? Look at that. You can.
What's my face?
You're the beaker guy, and I'm Bunsen Honeydew, and I'm just like, holding the eel. The eel's, I don't know where he is. He's committing crimes.
Got my red hoodie on, so it's alright.
Got your red hoodie. Got my Alchemist and Freddie Gibbs sweater.
Sorry, I need my kazoo, don't I?
Got the eel. I'm gonna have to get the eel now, aren't I?
Right.
All right. Mid-video production meeting.
So yeah, don't forget we're on Pro Wrestling TV now. If you want to get the app for that, and join myself and Phil Chambers for our Royal Rumble live stream on Saturday night with prizes. I cannot bloody wait for the Royal Rumble. There you go. Ryan, everyone who makes mad stuff for us makes me very, very happy. But Ryan, this was just bloody brilliant.
He's captured the essence, but there's a question as well.
Oh, there's a question too.
Ryan asks, legit. Hello.
We're out of time, so.
Hello, legit wrestling journalist. That's my favourite part of it.
Of course, that's what we always call ourselves.
We always call ourselves that. New art I made for you, and also a question. Even if Sammy isn't the one to beat Roman, what are the chances that he is the cause for someone else like Cody doing so?
Ooh!
I think very strong indeed. It would be a really good way to boot Sammy's ass out of the flipping judgment.
He's got his final test, hasn't he, on Saturday?
Yeah.
I will say this. I'm not going to spoil it. You have to go and watch it. Phil Chambers may have perfectly booked the road to WrestleMania involving the Royal Rumble Elimination Chamber, Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, and of course, my tribal chief I always acknowledge, Roman Reigns. Go and watch that video because everyone in the comments has said it. Phil's nailed it. This is the most I've looked forward to the Royal Rumble in many a year. And
it's also the best story in wrestling history. No, it's great.
Best story in wrestling right now, without a question, the Bloodline stuff.
Matt Hardy's contract.
Good point. Yeah. And what's going on with Tony D and Stax. Now Stax is the underboss. If you're not watching NXT, you should. It's the best wrestling show of the week. Right, let us know your thoughts in the
more of a level up guy.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Like, share, subscribe. Tell you what, we are both a Powerhouse Hobbs killing dudes guy.
But guess who? If you heard the name of the guy he's facing tonight?
Go on.
Tony Mudd. Quality. I love
Dick
it.
is going to get pounded into the dirt.
I love it. Tony Mudd, awesome.
Love you, stuff. Powerhouse Hobbs.
But I still do that every week.
Everyone should.
Powerhouse. Yeah.
Right. As I said, Pro Wrestling TV, go and get the app. Join us for the stream on Saturday night. Like, share, subscribe, comments, Twitter, at WhatCulture WWE. Thank you to everyone who sent stupid bollocks, who've made us stuff, but in particular to birthday boy Travis, and of course to Ryan for that excellent drawing. Brilliant work.
Magic.
Follow Andy on Twitter at
Andy H. Murray. The H stands for Hoop 5, a new hoop.
You had to watch the Nightmares thing to get Hoop 3.
You gotta get them all.
That's the cheapest.
It's like Pokemons. You gotta catch them all.
My favourite
Slurp
is Voltorb.
That's not
Follow
one.
me on Twitter at Adam Wilborn.
Catman.
What was all that?
The guy, he's like the villain.
My
Catman
favourite.
2. Catman. He's from Kathmandu. There you go.
My favourite is Cat Dog.
Ren and Stimpy. That's my favourite.
Oh.
We are idiots.
Yeah. What am I doing? At Adam Wilborn for me on Twitter. At WhatCulture WWE for all of us. It's been a weird week, so thanks for sticking with us.
Prickachu. He's a prick.
Thanks to Andy. Thank you for joining us. Join me and Phil for the stream tomorrow night. Bye!
Yep.